Oh, well, hello. Welcome to the Master's Choice YouTube channel. What a day. Good day, great day, but a long day. So got to be a part of so many great things here at iPSA. So let's just take a few minutes here and kind of recap and tell you guys about everything that we were able to be a part of today. After breakfast this morning, we attended the full session and got a lot of good information. And immediately following that, we went into the breakout sessions. We attended one by Michelle Miller called Bridging the Gap Between Consumer and Farmer. She brought forth some great information, and we were able to actually catch up with her immediately following her session and talk a little bit more. So a couple of things that you had talked about in there that I thought would be really interesting. We're obviously here at iPSA, so it's it's all about independent seed companies. So from your viewpoint, looking at it from a consumer, but yet now you're also a farmer, how important do you think independent companies are in relation to some of this transparency issues and with moving forward the idea of connecting people back with the farm?
Well, it's really important. Nowadays people are 3 to 4 generations removed from the farm, right? And people want to have that trust. They want to have that transparency.
Yep.
They like to know where their food is coming from. And so from the perspective of a independent seed company, to really be out there reaching out with consumers and explaining what we're doing every day and why on our farm, it builds trust, it builds value, and it makes people appreciate where their food comes from a little bit more. And it's really important to go to the people that are the real experts, the people that are making these decisions, the farmers, the seed companies, the people that are saying, we're the experts, we're the ones that have put these products together. I've been in this business 20 years. Yeah. So really just kind of building that transparency. There is a lot of activists out there. There's food companies that are trying to gain market share, so they might say, well, this is really terrible, buy our product, or the misinformation, fear sells. Science is hard, but science is cool, and we need to get more people involved and excited with science. So for us to be out there telling our stories is what people want to hear, and it also makes them appreciate and value that a lot more as well. So
I think that you did a great job of bringing forward the idea of let's educate ourselves. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, it's an education, and we have definitely taken the stance of, because at Master's Choice, we have no problem saying we sell, GM corn, we sell non-GMO corn, and we sell organic. Mm-hmm. And that's not to try to be everything to everybody, it's to give people options.
Yeah. And
to fit a system.
Absolutely.
And so I can be on a heavy traded farm and listen to their struggles and the things they're dealing with, and it would blow people's minds how many of those are the exact same things you hear about from an organic farm.
Yeah.
But just an education.
Yeah.
Education to the public, I think, is so important, because the public doesn't trust ag right now.
Yeah.
They just don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a lot of disconnect out there for sure. So.
Well, thanks.
Sure.
For taking the time.
At the Farm Babe on all my channels except Facebook is just Farm Babe. But if you search Farm Babe on Facebook, you'll find me, or thefarmbabe.com. So.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So immediately after following up with Michelle, we went into a general session where we got to actually hear from New York Times best-selling author David Horsager. He wrote the book called The Trust Edge, and he went into detail about the importance of trust And it just really brought to light how important that is for any company, but especially a small independent seed company. I have to have that high level of trust amongst all the departments when you're trying to battle against some of the larger corporations that are out there.
You're the greatest industry in the world. The industry that feeds the world and I think grows the best kiddos in the world. You gotta trust yourself a little bit. We've got to keep building these 8 pillars if we're ever gonna trust ourselves enough to be able to answer the question that others have every time. Can I trust you? Because at the end of the day, everything is value. From the greatest farmers and growers to the greatest families and friends, it's built on one thing: trust. Thank you for the invitation. Have a great day.
So right after the full breakout session, we were actually able to catch up with Brian of Greenleaf Syngenta. Greenleaf Syngenta is a huge sponsor of IPSA and make things like this possible. And they work a lot with independent seed companies. And so we were able to just have a conversation about, one, why is independent companies so important for Greenleaf Syngenta, but also why are they so important to the ag industry as a whole? All right, so we are here visiting with Brian Walsh of Greenleaf Syngenta, and Brian is a vital part of the team that we work with. And so, we're at the IPSA conference, so we know that's for independent companies. So first, I mean, how important, first off, is independent companies to the success of Greenleaf Syngenta?
Yeah, I would say that the independent companies that we work with is and their success is very important for Greenleaf. When our independent companies succeed, we succeed. That is our main customer and one of our 3 channels to market. That is very important, to work and achieve, their objectives, and also an opportunity for us to get more of our genetics and technology with their farmer customers, and again through the different channels that Greenleaf and Syngenta works with.
Right, and so from an independent seed company side, it's important to us that you're willing to invest in us in that way, and give that option and ability to work with somebody that has a little more firepower, right? What about from the ag industry as a whole? You've been in the ag industry for a while. You've been in a lot of different segments of the ag industry. How important do you think the success of independent companies is for just agriculture overall?
Yeah, and I think what we've seen really the last 5 or 6 years is a really nice growth for independent seed companies within the seed industry. And so what I think that underscores is growers want choice, growers want options. And what the independent companies offer them is flexibility. They offer them an opportunity to partner with another business that is primarily focused on their success. It's not some of these larger multinationals that are, primarily focused on shareholder returns, quarterly returns, etc. And so I think, what we've seen as Syngenta and Greenleaf, a value of the independence within that market is, again, choice. An opportunity for, again, farmers to diversify their portfolios. And again, the independent companies are such that they're agile, nimble enough to react to market conditions, and have continued to really exceed expectations for the farmer growers, which is great.
So we're all wrapped up here in Indianapolis at the 2018 IPSA conference. A tremendous week. We were able to pick up a lot of information, learn a lot, reconnect with some folks that were going to be vital to our future of our business. And so just overall, great time, great week. Can't wait for next year. See you next time. Got you.